Fine. Back to our business, okay?
Yes.
That is this one. So today, so far we have completed many things. Theoretically, we have completed TRBC estimation, theoretically I'm saying, and G6PD estimation, right? In TRBC, we are indirectly detecting what? Iron binding capacity. We are not detecting iron levels. Rather than we are detecting iron binding protein. The iron binding capacity of the blood is estimated in TIBC. I think I need to be cautious with my dresses for this week. Very cautious. Okay, G6PD. 2PD. So, what is the purpose of G6PD? Yeah, what we are measuring in G6PD? NADPH, exactly. Okay, it is also an indirect measurement. We are measuring the NADPH levels to see the G6PD levels in the patient blood, right? So, what is the purpose of G6PD in hematology?
It maintains
to see the status of anemia caused by G6PD, because G6PD leads to one CBC, peripheral blood smear. In peripheral blood smear, what we will identify in G6PD? Blast cells. No. Bite cells. Okay, bite cells will be detected in G6PD in EBS. Then practically we have performed TWBC, RBC, HB. What is the diluent used in HB estimation? Very good. And by that, KCl. Very good. I think Geeta is trying to say some wrong answer. See, I understood. Okay. TRBC diluent. Pains. Okay. Yeah. Then TWBC. Very good. See, I was very happy with you because when I was joined in this university, I asked the same questions to the senior most students, the final year students, about these things, and they are unable to answer. Okay, if you think why I am doing this regularly, you are far forward, advanced than the batches that I have seen. Okay, yeah. Coming back to the ABC grouping. ABO grouping. Okay, ABO grouping. So what is the purpose of ABO grouping? To know the group of the patient, the grouping of the patient. Yes, who discovered ABO grouping? Okay, Carl Landsteiner. Keep in mind, there is a difference, okay? Always keep in mind, when I say ABO grouping, this is only ABO grouping, that's it. ABO grouping never have typing, blood typing. You know what is blood typing means? That is a separate test. You know what is blood typing? Any idea? Okay, either the blood type is positive or negative. Blood typing will be done. Typing is different from grouping, keep in mind. Typing will be determined by another scientist. It is not Carl Landsteiner. Listen, initially Landsteiner got an issue. You know, universally across the world, what they are doing, if a patient has a blood transfusion, I am taking pig blood or donkey blood or rabbit blood and I am giving blood to humans. I am saying whether humans will survive or not. Because what we thought is all animals have red colored blood. Okay, so all is lal. So lal, we can, red, we can go with it. But that's not the idea. Then doctor started working with various humans' bloods. They are transferring his blood to her blood, they are doing like this. But still there are issues. Then our Landsteiner identified, he came up with ABO grouping. Then the rate of post-transfusional death has been reduced to less than 5%. Previously, when I transfer blood, there is a chances that you will die. Okay, there are 90% chances you will die. But after ABO grouping, the chances of death has been drastically reduced. The morbidity and mortality rate has been reduced. So that is a huge step forward. Okay, Carl Landsteiner's contribution. Hence, he got Nobel Prize. Okay, Nobel Prize has been awarded. It's a breakthrough. Okay, then, but still, Carl Landsteiner have an issue. Still, her blood is B group. I came to know she is B group and Raj is B group. I transferred their group, their blood, but again they collapsed. Even though they are same group, they still collapsed. collapsed. They got some reaction. And Carl Steiner didn't understood. Okay, there is some 5% of chance of death. What is this causing? Why 5% causing death? Okay, Carl Steiner working with many people, and one of the scientists from other state, from other country, one scientist came and he said, Carl is correct, but there is one more thing that is interfering and that is causing issues. And what they did is, he took a macaque monkey, okay, rhesus macaque monkey. Okay, rhesus macaque monkeys are normal monkeys seen in India actually. They are rare to foreigners, okay. Our regular street monkeys are macaques actually, okay, rhesus monkeys. So what happened? They took monkey blood and they introduced it to the body, and surprisingly it is tolerated. Then we understood this macaque has something that is responsible for human typing. When we isolated the macaque antibodies, we came to know they are macaque rhesus monkeys. So we say there is one more factor called rhesus factor. Okay, if the blood has this antigen, rhesus antigen, that is called as RH positive. If blood don't have RH factor, then that is RH negative. Okay, combining RH and ABO grouping, the rate of death has been reduced to 0.5%. Okay, but still 0.5% people might die. Out of 100 transfusions, one transfusion will get reactions. That is different story. Then we started understanding other aspects like Bombay blood group, AB subset groups. Okay, there are KID grouping is there, ABO grouping, Duffy grouping. So there are many blood groupings actually, but they are rare groups. Usually the common groups are ABO groups and RH. Okay, RH and ABO. So this is clear, right? And I will tell other things, basics only. So RBC have three types of antigens. Red blood cells have actually two types of antigens. Red blood cells have two types of antigens. What are those? RBC might have a antigen or it might have B antigen. Some RBCs might have both A antigen and B antigen. Some RBCs might not have both A and B. Both A and B antigens are not there. These are the four types of groups. What are the groups? A group, B group, AB group, and O group. Right? Now, this is the antigens. Antigens on the surface of red blood cell. These are the antigens on the surface of red blood cell. And what are the antibodies present in the plasma of the patient? In A group individuals, the antibodies are B. B antibodies present in A group individuals. Whereas B group individuals, the antibodies are A. A antibodies are present in B blood group. Is it clear? Then in AB group, what antibodies are present? No antibodies are present. Zero. Okay? Null. Then in O group, what antibodies are present? Both A antibodies and B antibodies are presented here. Is it clear? To understand this concept, Carl Landsteiner said a law, the law of Carl Landsteiner. Do you remember the Carl Landsteiner law? I said it. Okay? Carl Landsteiner said a very interesting law, a single line statement universally accepted. He said, if a particular agglutinin present in the patient in the RBC surface or in the patient, he said, okay, RBC surface, the corresponding, write on this one, this is very interesting, the corresponding this is agglutinogen. Okay? Agglutinogen. The corresponding agglutinin must be absent in patient plasma. Very beautiful statement. Try to understand. He said agglutinogen, if a particular agglutinogen, for example, antigen A, if a particular antigen present on the patient blood, present in patient blood, the corresponding agglutinin must be absent. What is the corresponding agglutinin means? The corresponding A antibody. The corresponding antibody must be absent in the plasma. If a patient has A antigen must be A antibody must be absent. That is the rule. Hence we got this table. A must not have A antibody. So we have B. In B we should not have B. Hence we got A. If A and B are there, nothing should be there. Okay? The statement is clear. See, when the corresponding should not be there. Since A and B is there, the corresponding A and B are absent. Here, since nothing is there, they are present. Okay? This is the ABO grouping. Okay? As for ABO grouping, how many types of blood groups we have? 4 types of blood groups we have. As for ABO grouping, keep in mind. As for ABO grouping, we have 4 types of blood group: A, B, AB, and O. When we incorporate a positive and negative state of blood, that is RH factor. So after who discovered this RH rhesus factor? Rhesus factor was discovered by Semmelweis. I forgot his exact name. His name is Semmelweis or something. Okay. I still remember last semester when you were giving Viva to Rahul sir, when you were saying who discovered antibodies, I have given answer in the group and you are giving this answer, but sir is rejecting this statement. He is saying only Carl and Shannon discovered blood groups. But RH factor was discovered independently by another scientist, and they both together received Nobel Prize actually. Nobel Prize in the category of blood was given to 2 scientists actually. Okay, that is Semmelweis. Semmelweis was an independent scientist, but he collaborated with Landsteiner. Anyway, that's interesting history. Anyway, clear, right? When we keep positive, negative into this system, Semmelweis, I forgot his exact name. I will say it in the group again. Okay, Semmelweis something. Yes. Okay. Yes. Fine. Clear, right? Then coming back to this one. Yeah. Now all 4 groups have both positive groupings and negative groupings. Okay. A positive, A negative, A positive, negative, A positive, negative. O positive and O negative. Total 8 groups of blood. So there are totally 8 types of blood groups present in the humans. Okay. A positive, negative, B positive. That's it. Okay. So you understood this concept. Then next one. Write down this statement, very important. When we are detecting the antigen, how we will detect antigen on the surface of RBC? For example, this is A antigen. I was going to detect A antigen on the RBC. To detect A antigen, what I will do? I will take a serum, right? This serum is antibodies, anti-A sera. That means anti-A antibodies. I am taking anti-A antibodies. I will take anti-A antibodies. These are anti-A antibodies. These anti-A antibodies will bind with antigen A. Okay. So anti-sera A has A antibodies. Anti-sera B has B antibodies. And anti-sera D has D antibodies. Okay? Is it clear? If I want to detect A antigen, what antibodies I am taking? I will take A antibodies to detect the corresponding antigen. Okay? Listen now, my patient blood has B antigen. Assume my patient has B antigen and I added A antibodies. Will they bind to B? I added A antibodies. Will they bind to B? They won't bind. So there won't be any reaction. I added B antibodies. What happens now? They will bind and they will lyse. They will agglutinate the RBC. Okay, so presence of agglutination indicates presence of the corresponding antigen in the blood group. So that is this blood grouping method. Okay, we are detecting the antigen present on the surface of RBC by using corresponding antibodies. Don't confuse this antiseras with plasma antibodies. That is a different story. This is inside the body. I am discussing about reagents. Okay, what are the colors of reagents? A will be yellow.
Blue.
A will be blue.
This is blue, sir. A is blue.
A is blue. B is yellow.
And this colorless.
And this is colorless. Right? Yeah, very good. There. So what I am going to do? I will take a glass line. I will add A antibodies. I will add B antibodies. B antibodies, A antibodies, and I added D antibodies. Right? I added D antibodies. Or else then I added 3 drops of blood. I added 3 drops of unknown blood sample and I added antibodies. If this unknown blood group is A blood group, what happens? I will get reaction in A. If it is B blood group, I will get reaction in B. If it is AB, I will get reaction in AB. If it is positive, I will get here. If it is negative, I won't get anything here. That is the idea of grouping. Right? Yeah. The statement write down. If we detect antigens on surface of RBC, this grouping is called as forward grouping. This grouping is called as forward grouping. Forward grouping. Okay, forward grouping is what we are doing classically. Okay, then there is something called reverse grouping. What is this reverse grouping? In reverse grouping, what I will do is, I won't take patient blood. Rather than I will take patient serum. I will collect the blood, I will centrifuge it, I will discard the complete blood cells, and I will take only patient serum. I took patient serum. Is it clear? In reverse grouping, I am taking patient's serum. I took patient serum. Okay? Let us see here. In patient serum, let us see A, B, O. In case of A group, what antibodies are present in serum? B antibodies are detected. In here, A antibodies are detected. Here, nothing will be detected. Here, AB will be detected. Now, I am going to detect the antibodies in the serum rather than the antigens in the patient. When I am detecting antibodies in serum, that is called as reverse grouping. This is called as reverse grouping. Okay, in reverse grouping, I will detect the antibodies in the patient. Then how I will detect antibodies? What are the reagents? I will take known A group cells, known B group cells, known AB and O cells. I will take known blood groups from a known patients. Okay, from known patients I will take known cells and I will use these cells to detect the unknown patient serum grouping. Is it clear? Is there any significance of doing reverse grouping, by the way? When we have a direct approach, why we are doing reverse grouping?
Accurate.
Cross matching, very good. So for cross matching, sometimes what happens, she is A positive and he is A positive. I given the blood group but they got reaction. Maybe Raj might have some abnormal antibodies that are attacking the cells. I want to check his antibodies first of all. So in that case, I must go with reverse grouping. So reverse grouping is very good for cross matching. Do you have blood banking in this semester? But where you studied these things? Oh, last year. Okay, cross matching. Okay, so you have the idea of cross matching, right? So that's it. Anyway, very good. Yeah. Then last and final, universal donor and recipient. Can you tell me what is that idea? Who is the universal donor? Universal donor means who can give blood to everyone. Oh, negative. Very good. O negative is universal donors. Okay. See why they can give to anyone means even if the recipient has any attacking antibodies, they can't attack these cells. So that's why they are universal donors. Everyone can accept this because no receiver, even if receiver has some attacking antibodies, they can't agglutinate these cells. That's the idea. And who is universal receiver? Universal recipient. That is AB positive. They already have A and B. In their serum they don't have any antibodies, so they can receive any blood. That's it. In AB they don't have any antibodies, so they can receive anything. That's the idea behind universal donor and AB positive. Yeah, very good. I think you can tell me this thing also, right? Why not O positive? RH factor, there will be a sensitization issues. Do you remember sensitization? Listen, we can give blood to a positive person, but we should not give blood to a negative person. Okay? Positive blood should not be given to negative person because negative person will develop resistance against positive grouping. Erythroblastosis fetosis, do you remember? Mother is negative but fetus is positive. First exposure when the fetus delivered, positive cells entered into mother. Now mother is negative. Mother's immune system developed antibodies against a positive blood. If second fetus is again a positive fetus, now mother have antibodies to attack a positive fetus. First time mother didn't attack because mother never seen a positive blood. But in the first exposure, mother has seen a positive blood. Okay, that means mother's immune system. So if second baby unfortunately is a positive baby, then the baby will be attacked by mother's. Okay, this is called erythroblastosis fetosis, where there is a reaction with grouping typings. Okay, positive and negative. Okay, so that is the idea, and this is all about grouping, right? Yes. So now tell me, students, I will randomly call one student and they should tell what group is this. A, B, D. Yes. Yes, Tanvi. What group is this? C. Yeah, I got one student. B negative. C, Tanvi, you can sit, you need to study. Yes. Yes, Abhinav, come here. What blood group is this? What group is this? O positive. Is it clear? Is it correct? Yes. Very good, Abhinav. Everyone clap for him. Suddenly he will say yes. Bhavna, stand up. What group is this? A negative. Very good. Yes, Mrs. E. What group is this? A positive. Apache. I got it. She's hiding. Apache. Yes, Apache. What group is this? AB positive. Are you sure? This is AB negative. No. Very good, Apache. Abdul.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What group is this, Abdul? Abdul is alien. Everyone see where is his nose? Yes. What group is this, Abdul? A negative. A negative. Very good. Okay. Yes. Sahil. Sahil. What group is this? Very good. Nice. Isaiah. What group is this? B negative. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. I'm sure.
Okay, good. Now clear, right? What is forward grouping and reverse grouping? Very good. Yes. You can sit there.
Can you repeat them this one?
This one. See, red blood cells have two types of antigens. Either red blood cell will have A antigen, that will be A group, or red blood cell will have B antigen, B group. Some red blood cells will have both A and B antigen, that is AB group. Some red blood cells don't have any antigen, that will be O group. Okay, so these are the four groups. But when you see the patient plasma will have opposite antibodies. A group will have B antibodies, B group will have A antibodies, AB will have nothing and no antibodies, and O group will have A and B antibodies. Okay, this is called as Karl and Steiner law. If particular antigen present, the corresponding antibody must be absent. If A is present, A must be absent in plasma. So we have B. If it is B, A will be present. That's it. This is the idea. So sometimes detection of antigens on surface of RBC is called as forward grouping. Detection of antibodies in the patient plasma is called as serum. Is called as reverse grouping. Why we are doing reverse grouping? To identify any abnormal antibodies in the patient. Sometimes erythroblastosis fetosis. I said right. This negative mother, when she exposed to positive fetus, if you take mother's antibodies serum, then you will, even though her group is negative, even though mother's group is negative, she will show positive antibodies. How she got positive antibodies? Because she was exposed. So that is abnormal antibodies. Got my point? Now this is the idea behind these things. See, I will tell one reason, students. In reality, in real world, what happens is, we got an unknown pregnant woman. We are doing, we are doing surgery and we need some blood to her during some surgery. I haven't done her group. I done grouping, but I haven't done matching, cross matching. I came to know she is O negative. Okay, she is O negative. Then what I did, I given O positive blood. Okay, thinking it won't cause anything. Okay, but what happened when I given O positive group to her? She already have O positive antibodies. That antibodies attacked the transfused blood and she collapsed. She is a mother, she given delivery, she might die because of other consequences. That's why I need to check the mother's antibodies. Okay, or any patient. No patient will say that whether they have a previous history of transfusions, whether they got a positive group unknowingly due to a negative, no one will say. So we must do cross matching. Okay, we need to cross verify. Okay, that's it. Yes, that's it. Then part 2 of today's lecture.